What is self-talk? Often when we think of having a voice inside our head or having conversations with ourselves, we think we'd have to be going a little bit crazy to do something like that. But the truth is that we do this a lot throughout our days. We're either rehashing past events or rehearsing future events. And there's a balance really that has to be struck here, because it can be very detrimental to be lost in our minds and really never living in the present. And that's what mindfulness is really all about, putting your thoughts to the side and really just being present, living in the moment. But there are advantages really to doing some rehearsing of future scenarios, or even rehashing some of the things we've already went through. This is really how a lot of the great ideas, and even some of my own, what I would consider some of my better ideas, I've come up with by playing these movies and these scenarios through my mind. But it's all about having a balance. And we have to realize just how connected our mental movies and really this dialogue we have in our own minds is with our emotions and our happiness, for that matter. If we're continuously beating ourselves up about things that we've went through, about past events, that really plays a toll on our emotions. And I've noticed that days where I've done that, the next thing I know, it seems like everything is going badly. It's like it's contagious. And in many ways it is. If I'm filling my mind really with these negative thoughts, now I start to be negative about everything I see. It's really the mind-feeling connection that brings that about. All of us have heard of affirmations, and certainly a lot of cultures have different traditions. I remember when we were in Nepal, spinning prayer wheels and mani wheels, they called them, which were really to represent the same as repeating those prayers or affirmations. And the reason why I think that this is so prevalent is because they do work, in that they influence our feelings. And of course our thoughts direct our feelings, but we make decisions based on our feelings. And this is why it's so important to really have positive affirmations or positive thoughts going through our minds, so that we start feeling good about that which we want to accomplish. And the next thing we know, we're making the decisions that help us get there. It really is all about the action step. If we don't fill our own minds with positive messages, the world around us will. And advertisers know this more than anyone. This is why it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, in terms of getting us to think or feel a certain way about a product or service, so that we're more willing to invest or buy in that particular product or service. This is why it's important to kind of limit ourselves to the media in many ways, because otherwise we're simply just feeling and living that which the advertisers or whatever program wants us to feel. And we really need to be in control of our thoughts, so that we can direct our own feelings, direct our own lives. So the question we need to be asking ourselves is, what are the most prevalent thoughts that are going through my head? Are they positive and negative? Are they positive in nature or negative in nature? And if they are very negative perpetually, it might be something that we need to look at, because our thoughts are connected to our feelings, and our feelings are connected to our decisions. And that's why it's so important to make sure that these mental movies and the dialogue or monologue we have with ourselves is positive in nature.